Hey there, welcome back to my channel, Learning Computing with Daniel Bullen. In this video, I am going to show you how to master a for loop in 2 minutes. Yes, you've heard that right. Lesson in 2 minutes. But before I do, please remember to click that like and subscribe button and share this video. And share this video everywhere with a link in the description to my channel. And a link in the description for links to my online course. And without further ado, I'm going to go into how to do a loop in 2 minutes. And I will explain why at the end of the video. So you're going to need to watch the video until the very end if you want the explanation as to why I am doing it. So let's go into it. So the for loop, it's a powerful tool in programming that will help you iterate through a sequence of statements. So let's dive right in. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do it in Python. So let's say I want to do a for loop where I have to ask the user to enter a number. And then based on that number, we're going to do, it is going to print out a times table, but using cubed numbers. So say I want to go to say 12, it's going to be 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9. So let's add this in, shall we? So I'm going to do number equals int input, enter a number. Boom, there you go, enter a number. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do for I in range 1 number. Boom, there you go. So now what we need to do now is we need to do answer equals I times I. So I times the number. Then we're going to print out I times I equals answer. But problem's going to be, let's say I want to type that in and I'm going to type 12. That only goes up to square. So what we need to do now is we need to do another set of quotes, do x, I, and then what that's going to do, I'm going to press run, and let's say I want to type in 14. We are now cubing the numbers from 1 to 13. If I was to put a naught there, it'd be 0 times 0 times 0, and that would give us a 0. So what we've done there is the cube, and that works, and we have done that in less than 2 minutes in Python. Boom! Bosh, there we go. So that's the code in Python. Now I'm going to show you in another programming language called C++. So we're going to do the same thing in C++. So we're going to do cout, enter a number, bosh. But first we need a variable called int num and answer. Then we're going to cin num. Then we're going to do for int I equals naught. I is less than num. Then we're going to do I++. And we're going to do curly brackets. We're basically going to do answer equals I times I times I. And then we're going to cout. We're going to cout that answer. So we're basically going to say I. So we're going to have I times I times I. Okay, so let's run this baby and let's see how we go. Oh, there's an error. Why? Because I got another curly bracket in there where I shouldn't. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to run that. So I'm going to enter a number and I'm going to enter 14. So 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 shouldn't be 11. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So what I should have done here is an equal sign. Okay? So once we get that to work, that should have the equal sign, so the 2 and the 8 won't be squashed together. So let's say I decide to do 14. There's our answer. Bosh. There you go. So that is how we did that in 2 minutes. Let's go over to the next one. C#. So we're going to try C#. So in that, we do console.write, and we're going to say enter a number. That's what we want. So what we can do is int number equals convert. We're going to do convert to int, and then convert to int 32, and then we're going to do console dot read line, and then what we're going to do there is done that. So we're going to do console dot write line, not console dot write. We're going to do console dot write line, and then what we've got here is we're going to have a for loop, which is going to be int x is 1, x is greater than or equal, I'm going to say is less than number, and then x is going to increment, and then what we do here is int answer equals x times x times x, as that's cubed. I'm going to do console.write line, so we're going to have x, and we're going to have times x times x, which is going to give us that answer. So let's run this, and with C#, it takes forever and ever to load. So this is a waiting game with C#. I don't know why, but C# likes to be awkward. Why some people pick it as a language in school, I don't know. Right, let's enter a number. So I'm going to enter 14. Bosh, cube. There you go. A little bit longer this time because it's C# and it takes a little bit longer to compile in Replit for some reason. But nevertheless, show must go on. And last but not least, welcome to Java. So we're going to try and do a for loop in about 2 minutes. So what we need, when we need to do inputs, we need import Java util scanner. That's going to allow us to do inputs. So system.out.println, we're going to say enter a number. There we go. Next bit we're going to do is we're going to do int number equals, and we're going to call scanner dot next int brackets semicolons, and then we're going to have a loop that's going to repeat the number of times. So we're going to have for int I, we're going to have for int x equals 0, x is less than number, I'm going to have x plus plus, like in C++ and C#. So what we're going to have here, we're going to have int answer equals x times x times x, printing out the square numbers. And then we're going to have system out, we're going to have system out dot print ln, and then we are going to have x times x times x equals the answer. So that, operators undefined. So we got x, so we got x times x times x, and that is because They don't like the fact it's a string, even though it's integer, which is a pain in the backside. Equals plus answer, but I'm going to run it. Anyway. Right, so scanner, that doesn't like that, so I need to do a capital S. So next, int. Right, doesn't like that either. I just realized what I have done wrong. So what I should have done in the public static void main is I should have put scanner, which corresponds to this scanner. Then I should have done new scanner, and then system.in. So that's what I should have done. So let's see those babies work. So I'm going to say enter a number 14. Bosh, cubed. There you go. So that is cubed. So I'm going to do another test run just to be sure. And we would have done this in around about 3 minutes. So in Java, I tried to do it in 2 minutes from scratch. So you could say you can do a for loop in less than 2 minutes on this particular task in Python. You can do it in C++. You can just about do it in C#. Java, not so much, considering that I've forgotten to actually have the scanner. So I got the utility scanner, but I need to actually apply that in the void method. Okay? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is an example of a for loop task in less than 2 minutes. Yeah! So, reason why I've done that is because I've had somebody come to me once for tutoring my tuition, who's based in Dubai, and she was struggling on programming, like you wouldn't believe it. It took her an hour to do a for loop, for example. When I showed her how to do a for loop in 2 minutes, she just looked on astounded going, I am able to do a for loop in less than 2 minutes. That's what inspired me to do this very video. So please be sure to hit that like. And please also remember to hit that subscribe button. And another way to subscribe is to just click on this link, which is below each video I place. And if you like my content and you want to find out more about what I do, I've also got an online course called Introduction to Computer Systems on the Udemy website. So you just need to click on it. And there we go. So this is my online course, Introduction to Computer Systems. So this is the landing page for that course. So in it, you will learn. So these are some of the things we'll learn, like explaining the role of the central processing unit, describe the components of the CPU, provide an introduction to assembly language, which is low-level programming, explain the factors that affect the performance of the central processing unit, and I've also put in another bit that I'm interested in, the physics of overclocking the CPU, which made me develop an interest in electronics and also physics. So there's a lot more to it than even we realized. So this is the course content. So you've got computer systems, so I'm introducing you to it. Then I'm going into the different forms of architecture and assembly language. Then I'm going into the factors that affect it and the physics of overclocking the CPU. And then I'm going into logic, so combinational logic systems, making the logic gates, sequential logic systems, semiconductors. Then I go into all things binary, where we introduce you to number systems, all the way down to doing binary and sound, images and text. And then finally we got input and output devices and the different forms of storage, so that's where memory will come in. And then my assessment is basically one big quiz of 30 questions. So you don't need any knowledge to do this course. All you need is a computer with stable internet connection. So that's all you really need there. And why you should do the course? Well, wherever I don't know, I'll go out and learn it. So the way my brain is wired is I'm on the autism spectrum, so it will be an asset in helping you get through the online courses that we provide. So we understand how to explain things in simple terms due to my teaching background. So you could think of us as a real-life version of, say, a Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory, minus the rudeness, or a C-3PO, but without the glitches. So I'm on the autism spectrum, so we're on the autism spectrum and have a rough idea on how to talk to them and relate to them. And my teaching style is that style I've crafted, and one that works in a way that some people don't get if they only had tuition in the classroom or just want to study the subject a lot more. So this course provides you with the opportunity to go further than you would in the subject that you want to pursue. So those are some of the reasons why you should consider buying this online course, because once you buy it, it's yours for a lifetime. For some of my videos, I will go through programming tasks. So if you want to do these yourself, I have put a Replit link below on my programming videos. So you just click on REPL, and this is what you need if you haven't signed up at all. So you just click sign up. If you've got an account, you just click login, and once you've logged in or signed up, this is the page that will appear. So if I was to log in right now, this is the page, so this will appear. So that will be the page there. And in addition to all that, I am also a private tutor where I offer my private tutoring services, specialising in ICT and computer science. And I look forward to you coming to me for lessons. Goodbye for now.